What's going on, folks? Elijah here. Out here riding on historic Wilshire Boulevard, Los Angeles, California. Just today, I'm going to talk about my favorite anime movies, which include OVAs, but my top 5 favorite anime movies. Number one is one that I think a lot of people have seen, at least older millennials, is Akira, which is actually a movie about motorcycles, or at least a motorcyclist, or a small motorcycle gang. Akira is just an awesome anime. If you haven't seen it, would definitely recommend checking it out. It is absolutely brilliant. I actually had a chance to go see it in theater here in Los Angeles, a little back before the COVID crisis. Actually go see Akira in the theater because it is a movie that is meant to be seen in the theater. It's just an absolutely amazing movie that I never get tired of watching every time. I have one of my curated copies I have in my house. Number 2 anime movie I love is the original Ghost in the Shell movie, which is one of 2 anime movies that were like the first anime that I ever seen way back in the early 90s. As a kid, I was like 5th grade. Those movies I wasn't supposed to be watching probably. There's a lot of nudity and violence. But Ghost in the Shell is just absolute brilliant film. Hopefully I'll get a chance to see that in the theaters here. Somebody will show it at one of these little private theaters here. But just absolutely love Ghost in the Shell, the film. Just brilliant. It's one of my favorite directors too of anime. Is directed that. And then I guess moving on to number 3 of my top 5 anime movies is Venus Wars, and that's one that actually showed on I think Sci-Fi Channel a lot back in the day, but it's one of those ones I own now. It's awesome movie. It's actually about motorcycles as well, though in this film it takes place on Venus, and they ride single wheel motorcycles called monobikes, which they're freaking pretty cool. And of course, the nation on Venus that they live in gets invaded by a bigger country, and they have to ride these special monobikes with all kind of weapons and stuff on them to help retake their lands. And it's just it's a pretty cool little movie. I really love it. Again, another early 90s anime. That's when I started watching anime back in the 5th grade, and it just blew my mind. But it's actually pretty cool. It's kind of funny that the best motorcycle movies, in my opinion, are actually anime movies, because live action, every other live action motorcycle anything is just trash every time. Unless the motorcycle guys are bad guys, of course. But yeah, just absolutely love my anime movies. And so then I guess we're gonna move on to number 4. My 4th favorite anime movie is Evangelion's movie series. I guess it's a whole series, but it's basically a rebuild of the original Evangelion series, although they do change some of the plot points. And the 4th and final part of it is actually going to come out this year, and hasn't actually been released yet. But it is directed by one of, at least in my opinion, the top movie directors now in Japan. And Evangelion is it's got super robots, you got crazy aliens, and then just like a crazy plot that is still kind of like, man, what is going on, man? But I just love it's one of my favorite anime films, man. I just absolutely love it. So that's number 4 on my list. And that's a little more modern now. And then number 4 on my list, top anime movies that I like, is Ninja Scroll, which is another early 90s movie. That is just absolutely one of the first ones I've seen. It's definitely an adult content type movie. But again, it just blew my mind as a kid. I'd never seen anything like it. It is also one of the ones I actually own as well, part of my little curated collection of films. So I guess those are my top anime movies. I guess next time maybe I'll do my top anime series, which is a little different. I watch it. I guess I'm an otaku. That's why I got the Hello Kitty Punisher on my motorcycle now, and I like to watch that stuff because it's just, I think it's brilliant. It's a lot more sci-fi. I'm a big sci-fi guy too, so there's a lot more anime, especially when I was growing up. That was quality science fiction, and of course, Japanese have different cultures, so they have different takes on certain things that they can do that Americans can't really do in the show for kids a lot of times, and kind of really tackle some different issues from a different angle. So I definitely love anime in a big way. I like science fiction in general, and anime was always kind of the one place where I knew I could sate my palate and sate my appetite for science fiction was via anime, and there's just some absolutely brilliant anime out there, especially science fiction. But I might have to just go ahead and do my favorite science fiction anime series, because there's so many other anime that are just awesome too, that are all kind of different genres. They got fantasy and all kind of sub-genres. Some of you might like. Sometimes you just got to take a chance on the anime. There's tons of anime that were good that I didn't even think I would like. A lot of the modern stuff is good too. They got a lot more computer-generated stuff. Some of that stuff's pretty good looking, in my opinion. They can do a lot more with the action sequences because they don't have to hand draw them. But definitely, I'm a big anime fan. Which now when I watch stuff now and it's got a motorcycle in it, I'm all like excited now. Anything that has a motorcycle, and as we know, the top Asian bikes come from Japan, and some of the best engines ever made for motorcycles come from Japan, and it is, I guess no mistake that there's a lot of motorcycles a lot of times in anime and their movies and stuff like that. It doesn't really seem like they associate motorcycles there with the toxic culture of masculinity like they do here, like the Harleys and stuff. If you watch a Yamaha commercial or a Honda commercial, they're highlighting going on an adventure and having fun, which is kind of weird because the Harleys, they're just like, oh, own a Harley, really expensive bike. You'll be a real man then, ha ha ha. And it's just like, I wonder why the motorcycle industry is dying, But that's all for today, guys. Just wanted to get my thoughts, while I'm getting a nice ride on this beautiful day in the big city. And you guys ride safe, wash your hands, wear your masks, wear your gear, as they say, and enjoy yourselves out there if you can. Stay away from these micro idiots out here shooting the place up, killing innocent people, and ride safe. Elijah out.